Okay, everybody, welcome to this video. We will be talking about tables and identifying if these are functions or not. So these are sometimes a little confusing to everybody, so I'm going to do my best to be able to break these down and to tell you about them, get you a really good idea of how to tell whether they are functions or not. In my last video, we talked about a table with an input and output. These tables, if you can see those up there, these are simply just turned sideways. Okay, so we're starting with our inputs here and our outputs here, kind of like that, and being able to get an idea about those. Or domain and range, okay? So there you go. That's why they look like this. And so usually what the problems do is they'll give you a table that looks like this, and they'll have lines or arrows that point from this side to that side, and it will say, is this a function or not? Now, a function has one output for a specific input, okay? So let me say that again, one output for a specific input. So if I plug in, now you can look up on other videos and they'll have like the function machine, and they put in a number and out pops the number, okay? It's a good visual and I like to use that sometimes. For me, I don't have the graphics or the ability to do that. So going with the idea of, if we use the number 2, 2 should always be, let's say for example, would be 5. Okay, so we take 2, we plug it into our function. Our function would look something like this. Okay, so x plus 2 or something, x plus 5. We're taking this x and we're going to plug it in here. So we have that function. And so every time that we plug in 2, we should always get 5. If there is a table like this where you start with a number, plug in 2 and get 5, or you get a 10, then that is not a function. You should only get one answer. So looking at this, we have 0, 5, 10. Then we go 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0 has arrows going to both 2 and 3. Now I told you that having this function, every input, or the one on the left, should have one output. You have 2 in this one. And so in this particular function, or in this particular one, it is not a function. This would be no. Because you cannot have 2 different answers for this particular one. And we will get into graphing and show you more about how these are not functions and why. But for right now, we're going to hold on to this and just show you the tables. Okay, let's look at these. I have an input of 5, output of 4, 6 to 8, 7 to 16, 8 to 27. Yes, this has one output for every one input. Okay? So there's not 2 arrows going to 2 different answers on the right. So this one is what throws a lot of people off. All right? This one, the difference between these arrows right here and these arrows right here get everybody a little confused. But let's take a look at this one and we'll show you how it's not so bad and why you shouldn't be confused. 2 goes to 5, 4 goes to 5, 5 goes to 7, 20 to 8. Now, these aren't necessarily real tables, I just kind of made them up, but just to do the visuals. So don't worry about the numbers. But 2 goes to 5, 4 goes to 5. Well, you have 2 different numbers that both have 5 as an answer. Is that okay? It is. It is okay. Each one 2 and 4 had a specific number for them. So 2 goes to 5, that's fine. 4 goes to 5, that's fine. If 2 went to 5 and 7, that would not be okay. So if each one goes to its own thing over there, and this one goes to 2, that's the difference. All right? Sometimes numbers that are different will have the same answer over here, but as long as they only go to one number, we're fine. Okay? So hopefully that clears up some confusion of what is a function and what is not on these tables, being able to do that. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully that helped, and we'll see you in another video.